Welcome to part 2 of Charlie's Edition, The Joy of Gay Sex, Series 1. And on the last part, we talked about rejection. And on this part, we're going to talk about types. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or any topics that you would like to hear about, let me know right here on this video, and I will definitely get back to you on that matter. So, let me go ahead and read to you guys about types. We often forget that most people have definitely preferred physical types. The African American guy you're so hot for may have turned you down because you're white. Study him a few nights and you'll probably notice he only leaves with other blacks. The cowboy who turned you down probably did so because you're tall, dark and tall. Observe. You will doubtless see he's always got a small, fray-looking blonde in tow. The cultivated Baltimame, with whom you discussed Mark Morris and Twyla Tharp's latest with such pleasure, more than likely didn't go home with you because he's only turned on by monosymbolic Neanderthal-looking guys with 24-inch nails, or necks. If I can't read, I'm sorry. Spare yourself grief. Recognize that you're not the universal solvent, no matter how attractive you may be. No one is. Even your assets may work against you. Your perfect features and bulging biceps may intimidate men who feel more comfortable with ordinary looks. Conversely, what you may label your flaws may constitute your chief appeal to others. Your beard grew in bicolored, black and ginger, which you considered a tragedy, but it may be irresistible to some men, especially to those who like bears. There's another dimension to the subject of types. How do you avoid being typecast? Sexual proclivities seldom conform to appearance. A small, cuddly young man may like to dominate others in bed. A muscular, oversized guy may tire of having his smaller, slimmer tricks demand that he ravish them. A slender Asian may not always want to play the shy geisha. A man in his 60s may not want to play daddy all the time. You find yourself trapped by other stereotypes about you. The best move you can make is to state your desires explicitly. On the other hand, you've got to be willing to stop dressing and behaving in a way that arouses stereotypical, and in your case, false expectations. If you look like a cute kid and dress the part, you may succeed in getting lots of attention. If you depart from this look, you may be less popular. No matter what the use of awakening desire in others, if it's the wrong desire, gather your courage and butch up your act to make it true to your sexual personality. In case you guys are wondering, I keep looking at the screen just to make sure it doesn't freeze and to watch the time, so no comment. Even if you're less of a hit on the streets or in the bars, it's more likely that you'll meet the exact cute kid you want and whom everyone used to think you were. Another aspect to types is that they can get in the way of beginning new relationships. You may only go out with short, stocky, Mediterranean guys with dark Seraglio eyes, but now find you've met a lanky, blue-eyed wasp who won't leave you alone and who seems strangely more sympathico and even attractive than your usual type. You have to break your rigid type mold to find out if this man is a potential romance, maybe life mate. Your sexual repertoire may enlarge if you date out of your type. That would make a positive change in your life. Combining sexual and social versatility opens up to more intimate relationships. Then there's the question of race. Even the most intelligent and liberal among us harbor unconscious fears and hatreds, which may have been years in the making by those around us stupider and more bigoted. These can strongly influence our selection of sex partners. Be aware and remain open. Try dating someone the exact opposite of your usual type. You could be pleasantly surprised. You might never again have a type. Wow. Let me just tell you guys, and I have not read a book in forever, so yeah. But anyway, I hope you got the gist of that. So, a lot of men have different types. Really? Who's interrupting me during this show? Who's this? Really? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, basically everyone has their types and preferences, I guess, and I guess you just basically can't take it, too personal, So, no comment on that. So, we read about types, we read about rejection. So, coming up on part 3 of the Charlie Show, we're going to talk about another topic out of this flawless book, The Joy of Gay Sex. Remember, if you have any comments, questions, or have any topics that you would like to hear about, definitely leave me your comment, send me a message, and I will get back to you on that. Stay tuned for part 3 of Charlie's edition. I'm so sorry. Take a look at my sign. Flawless. Alright, we'll be right back.